Hello, blessed souls, welcome to Spiritual Connections. Spiritual awakening is not the final destination. It's the doorway, the starting point of an entirely new journey. You've stepped into a realm that many spend their entire lives seeking, and now that you're here, it's natural to wonder, what comes next? For so long, the goal may have been to awaken, to break free from the illusions of the world and realize the deeper truths of existence. But awakening is not the goal. It's the catalyst. It's the moment you cross the threshold into a world that's both beautiful and challenging, where the work truly begins. The journey after awakening is the most profound part of your transformation. It's where life shifts from being a pursuit to a process of alignment. But here's the thing. No one talks about what happens after. No one tells you how life changes when you're no longer in the process of awakening but instead standing on the other side of it. The silence around this phase of spiritual growth can leave you feeling lost or unprepared, but it's essential to know that this is where the real work begins. One of the most unexpected changes after a spiritual awakening is the sense of calm that descends upon your life. After months or years of heightened emotions, constant revelations, and an influx of signs and synchronicities, things suddenly quiet down. This quiet can feel unsettling. Where is the excitement? The magical breakthroughs? The universe, which once seemed to be speaking to you in every moment, now feels almost silent. But this silence is not a loss. It's a sign of integration. Your spirit has leveled up. The storms that once shook your foundation have passed, and you've emerged stronger, more aligned. The quiet is an invitation to settle into this new vibration, to learn how to exist in harmony with your higher self. During this phase, you may feel an emptiness, as though something is missing. But that void is not a loss. It's a space for something new to emerge. It's a sign that you've moved beyond the chaos of awakening and into a state of being. This is where true transformation happens, not in the drama, but in the stillness. While your spirit may feel free, your body is still catching up. After a spiritual awakening, you may notice profound changes in your physical being. Your body is recalibrating to match the new frequency of your spirit, and this process can be both exhilarating and challenging. You might experience bursts of energy that make you feel more alive than ever before, only to be followed by moments of deep fatigue. This is your body adjusting, processing the shifts that your spirit has already undergone. It's not uncommon to notice changes in your diet, sleep patterns, or even your physical appearance. Your body becomes a mirror of your transformation, reflecting the higher vibration you've achieved. However, this process isn't always smooth. Old aches and pains may resurface as your body purges the dense energy that no longer aligns with your new state of being. Emotional wounds you thought were healed might come back to the surface, not to torment you, but to be released on a deeper level. This phase is not something to fear but to embrace. It's a sign that your transformation is happening on every level, spiritual, emotional, and physical. Perhaps one of the most challenging aspects of life after awakening is the sense of disconnection from others. The people and places that once felt familiar and comforting may no longer resonate with you. This can feel deeply unsettling. You might find yourself wondering why you feel so alone or why the relationships you once cherished now feel distant. But this isolation is not a punishment, it's a recalibration. Your vibration has changed, and not everyone around you will rise to meet it. This disconnection creates space for new, more aligned relationships to enter your life. You may notice that some friends or family members don't understand the changes you've undergone. They might pull away or even dismiss your experiences. While this can be painful, it's important to remember that it's not a reflection of failure or rejection. It's simply the universe aligning you with people who are meant to support you on this next phase of your journey. As old connections fade, new ones will emerge. You'll find yourself drawn to people who resonate with your spiritual growth. Individuals who understand you on a soul level without the need for explanation. These new relationships will feel deeper, more authentic, and aligned with your higher self. During the early stages of awakening, life is often filled with signs, synchronicities, and moments of spiritual magic. Repeating numbers, serendipitous encounters, and profound revelations seem to appear at every turn. But as you move beyond awakening, these external signs may begin to fade. This can feel disorienting, as though you've lost your connection to the divine. The truth, however, is that the magic hasn't disappeared. It's become internalized. You no longer need external validation to know that you're on the right path. You've reached a point where the universe doesn't need to shout to get your attention, because you've learned to listen to the quiet voice within. This transition can feel like a loss, but it's actually a sign of maturity. You've stopped chasing the highs of spiritual validation and have settled into a state of being. The magic hasn't gone, it's become a part of who you are. One of the most profound shifts after a spiritual awakening is the emergence of a new purpose. In the beginning, the focus was on self-discovery, healing, and understanding your connection to the universe. But now, as you stand on the other side of awakening, a new question arises. What now? This is where the real work begins. Your purpose is no longer about seeking, but about embodying. It's about living in alignment with your highest self and creating a life that reflects your spiritual growth. This new purpose often comes with a strong pull toward service. You may feel called to help others on their spiritual journeys, to share the wisdom you've gained, or to create something that uplifts and inspires. It's not about striving, but about being. The more you align with your authentic self, the more your purpose will reveal itself. And as you step into this new phase, you'll find that things begin to unfold naturally, in perfect alignment with the universe. The end of a spiritual awakening is not the end of the journey. It's the beginning of a deeper, more authentic phase of growth. It's a time to integrate, to align, and to live as your truest self. This phase may come with challenges, moments of doubt, feelings of isolation, and the discomfort of transformation. But it's also a time of profound empowerment. You are no longer searching. You've found the path within yourself. And now, the journey is about walking it with intention, courage, and authenticity. As you move forward, remember that the calm is not a loss of connection, but a deepening of it. The disconnection from others is not isolation, but alignment. And the fading of signs is not the end of the magic, but its integration into your being. You are not the same person you were before your awakening. You've evolved, grown, and transformed. And now, you have the opportunity to live as the embodiment of your highest self, creating a life that reflects the beauty and wisdom of your spiritual journey. This is the next chapter. The real journey has just begun.